Welcome to Life Tells Stories, where we bring you tales that explore the raw truths of real-life experiences. Today, we have a deeply emotional story for you, a journey that involves betrayal, manipulation, and a mother's ultimate fight for herself and her child. Imagine sharing the happiest news of your life only to be met with doubt, hostility, and an act of violence that changes everything. What would you do if the people who were supposed to love and support you turned against you at the most vulnerable moment of your life? As you watch, think about what you would have done in Lisa's shoes. If this story resonates with you, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more powerful and heartfelt stories like this one. Your support helps us reach others who might need these messages of courage and resilience. Lisa and Ethan were college sweethearts, inseparable and deeply in love. Their journey began with so much promise. They finished college, found jobs, and eventually took the step that everyone expected. They got married. Lisa worked as a marketing executive and Ethan as an engineer. They felt like they had everything they needed to build a wonderful future together. When Lisa discovered she was pregnant, she was over the moon. She and Ethan decided to keep the news between them for a while, savoring this magical moment. This was supposed to be the beginning of a joyful new chapter. While Lisa and Ethan were basking in the excitement of their pregnancy, there was a storm brewing under the surface within Ethan's family. Ethan's mother, Christine, was a very controlling figure. She had always been deeply involved in Ethan's life, and she wasn't ready to relinquish that control. Christine treated Ethan like he was still a child who needed her constant supervision. Ethan's father, George, was more laid back, preferring to stay out of family drama. Then there was Ethan's sister, Hannah, who constantly viewed Lisa as competition, and his brother, Eric, who was emotionally distant. From the beginning, Lisa found herself struggling to fit in, facing passive-aggressive remarks and unspoken resentments that made family gatherings uncomfortable. The day finally came when Lisa and Ethan decided to share their pregnancy news with his family. They hoped that despite the tension, this joyous announcement might bring everyone closer. During a family dinner, Ethan cleared his throat nervously and announced, "Lisa and I are having a baby." There was a moment of silence, and then everyone reacted in different ways. George smiled, Hannah looked displeased, and Eric offered a cold congratulations. Christine's reaction, however, shocked Lisa. With an icy tone, she asked, "Are you sure, Ethan? How do you know she's not just making it up?" Lisa's heart sank. This was supposed to be a moment of joy, but instead, Christine was accusing her of manipulation. It was the first real crack in the facade of family harmony, a crack that would soon become a chasm. Christine demanded that Lisa prove her pregnancy. It was utterly humiliating, and Ethan, torn between his mother and his wife, remained silent. Christine's distrust made Lisa feel like an outsider, someone who had to prove her worth just to be a part of the family. Lisa felt betrayed when Ethan agreed with his mother, suggesting that perhaps a test would settle things. Lisa was devastated. The person she had trusted the most was siding with someone who clearly wanted to undermine her. When Lisa tried to leave, Christine blocked her path, and things escalated. Before Lisa knew what was happening, she was pushed, sent tumbling down a set of stairs. The world went dark as Lisa's worst fears became reality. Lisa awoke in the hospital, disoriented and terrified. The only thing on her mind was her baby. She was surrounded by doctors and nurses, and as they checked her vitals, she could barely understand what they were saying. Hours later, a doctor finally told her that her baby was safe. Relief washed over her, but it was quickly replaced by anger and heartbreak as she looked over and saw Ethan standing by her bed. He whispered, "I'm so sorry," but his words felt empty. Lisa turned away, realizing that Ethan had allowed his mother to question her integrity, and worse, had failed to protect her. The betrayal cut deeply, and Lisa knew she was now fighting this battle alone. Lisa's best friend, Angela, rushed to the hospital as soon as she heard the news. Angela was furious on Lisa's behalf. When Ethan tried to explain, Angela shut him down. She was the voice of reason Lisa needed, reminding her that she didn't have to go through this alone. Later, Angela overheard a conversation between Christine and Hannah in the hallway. Christine was trying to spin the story, claiming it was an accident and that Lisa had probably been exaggerating or even faking her pregnancy. Angela, quick on her feet, recorded the conversation on her phone. When she played it back for Lisa, it was a turning point. Lisa realized she had to fight back, not just for herself, but for her unborn child. With Angela's support, Lisa began to gather evidence. They obtained her medical records, which showed clear signs of physical trauma consistent with being pushed, and proof of her pregnancy. Angela also managed to get statements from the hospital staff who treated Lisa. They agreed to testify if needed. Angela was relentless, pushing Lisa to be strong and focus on what mattered, protecting her future and her child. They contacted a lawyer, Carol Baker, who specialized in domestic abuse cases. Carol assured Lisa that she had a strong case, and together, they began to build a legal battle that would hold Christine accountable for her actions. The day of the court hearing arrived. Lisa walked into the courtroom with her lawyer, Carol, by her side and Angela offering moral support. Across the room, she saw Ethan, Christine, and the rest of the family. Christine looked smug, seemingly confident that she could talk her way out of it. However, Carol was prepared. She presented Lisa's medical records, testimonies from the hospital staff, and finally, Angela's recording of Christine and Hannah discussing how they would manipulate the situation. As the recording played, Christine's face turned pale, and Ethan looked horrified. Lisa felt a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, and a sense of empowerment. She had been wronged, and now the truth was coming to light. If you were in Lisa's shoes, would you have the courage to confront your in-laws like she did? Let us know in the comments. Your thoughts could help others who might be going through something similar. The judge listened carefully to the evidence, and after hours of deliberation, the verdict was delivered. Lisa was granted a divorce, full custody of her unborn child, and $700,000 in damages for emotional trauma and medical expenses. Christine was charged with assault and endangering the life of an unborn child. As the judge read the ruling, Lisa felt a surge of relief. The battle was over. Ethan approached her during a break, his face filled with regret. He wanted to talk, to apologize, but Lisa knew it was too late. "You chose your mother over us," she said, her voice steady. There was no coming back from that, not after everything that had happened. 4 years later, Lisa's life has changed completely. She now runs her own marketing business, living independently and raising her daughter, Mia. The two of them have built a life filled with joy and security, surrounded by friends who truly care about them. Angela remains a constant presence, and they have formed a new family, one defined not by blood, but by love and support. Christine is no longer in their lives, and Lisa doesn't look back. She fought for her safety and happiness, and she won. As she blows up balloons for Mia's second birthday, surrounded by laughter and love, Lisa feels a deep sense of peace. She has finally found the family she always dreamed of, one that supports, cherishes, and respects her. Lisa's story is one of incredible strength, resilience, and determination. She faced betrayal from the very people who were supposed to be her family, but she found the courage to stand up for herself and protect her child. In a situation where many might have felt powerless, Lisa fought back, supported by true friends and unwavering resolve. Was Lisa too harsh in cutting ties with Ethan and his family? Perhaps, but she chose to prioritize her well-being and her child's future over anything else. That kind of bravery is not easy, and it requires a level of self-respect that we can all learn from. If Lisa's story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Life Tells Stories for more powerful real-life tales. We are building a community of strength and support, and your engagement helps us reach those who need to hear these stories. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in Lisa's shoes? Thank you for being here, for listening, and for helping us build a community of understanding and resilience. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, you deserve a life filled with love and respect.